Hey y'all, Sam here with Beautiful Wreath, and today our tutorial is going to be on this lovely 24-inch natural cross twig form. We're also going to be using a piece of foam. We're going to be using 2 ribbons. We're going to use 3 bushes, a little bit of a grapevine garland, and some moss. So if you're here for it, stick around and I'll show you what we're going to make. Okay, with Mother's Day right around the corner, graduation, birthdays, stocking your shop for fourth quarter while we're slow going into the summer, this would be ideal to make right now. And I'll tell you why, because it's fairly easy and you can do so many different things with it, right? This is the variation that my customer wants. However, you can totally make this your own and do with it what you want. I'm going to show you what I'm doing today, and feel free to make it your own. All right, so I ordered this cross twig form from Craft Outlet. This cross form is a 24-inch by 17.5 cross twig, and its SKU number is 29280NAT if you're interested. They have other variations of it, but that's what I got. All right, so I also went ahead and prepped this little foam. I did one of these cross forms already. You can go back on my Facebook page and see what it looked like. And I did it as a no glue project. So I only used zip ties. And so the florals and the greenery butted up against the actual form. And I felt like it was too overpowering and you couldn't see the form. So what I did was I kept clipping. I kept clipping and clipping and clipping. And before I knew it, I had clipped away the majority of the product that I had used on the cross. So then I had to go back in and like try to figure out how to place it to where the cross wasn't being covered up completely, so on and so forth. So that's why I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to try this variation where I'm using the little block of foam. It's just a regular piece of craft foam. I cut it into a 2 by 2, and it is 1 inch thick. So we're going to try it. This is, you hear it here first. I normally would not glue the moss directly to the foam, especially in centerpieces or if I'm working on like another type of wreath. However, because I'm laying this right here, I'll show y'all what I'm going to do, but I'm going to go ahead and glue some moss to one side of my foam block, okay? Call me crazy. Just call me crazy. All right, so that's what I have so far. I'm going to move this over. I'm going to place it directly in the center of my cross with the moss on the back side. I don't have any natural wire. I was not about to run to the store to get any. So we're making do. We've got a natural colored pipe cleaner. We're going to thread that through. And we're going to thread it through. See if you can see, I threaded it directly through the crossbar. Now I'm going to go in vertically. So I went in horizontally. Now I'm just going to go in vertically. You have to be careful too, because if you are too rough with it, you will cut straight through your foam, because there's wire in your pipe cleaner. So this is what we have so far. That's going to make me feel better, like it's very secure. And then I'll go ahead and glue it and cover up my mechanics, and then we'll start adding our florals. All right, so this is what it looks like so far. This is what it looks like on the back. You can't really see that from, they're not going to be looking at the back anyway. However, because I want to add glue to the back anyway, I'm going to go ahead and dab some glue down there. And we are going to thread us some moss, because there's plenty of room to get your fingers in there. You could actually even put the foam in on the inside of the cross if that's what you choose to do. So I just want to, like I said, hide those mechanics, and that's what we've got now, if you can see. I'm going to go ahead and I'm not going to glue this. I'm not going to glue the moss. I am going to U-pin the moss to the front side. There. All right, so next let's take our grapevine garland. We want to measure out. We're going to take this, and it's very strong and masculine, because it's got very straight curves, or very straight lines rather. I want to add some curvature to it, and so I'm just going to take some grapevine garland and add some curvature to it. And I'm simply just going to measure, and we're going to cut. Let me not cut my hand again today. It does not have to be perfect. That's the whole point of it being rustic. Let's go ahead and add some dabs of glue. Make sure that that's stuck in there. Be careful not to poke your eye out. There we go. We're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna add us some glue. Now we're gonna go ahead and glue this side. I got these two bushes. And then I have a 60919. We're gonna do my favorite thing in the whole wide world, and that is to clip and snip everything into pieces, baby. One, two, a one and a two and a three and a four and a one and a two and a three and a four. That's the quickest way to solve this problem and still have it come out the way that I want it to look. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna make do. Yep. We're gonna take our little daisy filler pick thing flowers, and we're gonna make sure that's the longest one. It actually is. Do I want to add some length to this one? No, because that was the problem last time, was it was too long. Let's go. Let's go. Let's do it. Let's do it. We're committing. Commit. All right, we're going straight down the center to cut this one. There we go. It's cute. Cute. So cute. All right, if I have trouble pushing this one in, I am going to pick them. I'm gonna have to pick those for sure. See, that one went in real easy. Okay, I definitely don't want to, you know how normally we like to spread everything out on a wreath, but because of the nature of the shape of this particular project, I don't want everything to be super compact, but I don't need it to be spread out to where it's like a typical grapevine, right? So because these are big and bulky, I am going to cut these up. Now we can spread out that. think it's adorbs. It is adorbs. Now it's time to make our bow. I'm going to use this laced 1.5 natural ribbon and this 7/8 white ribbon. I hope I have enough of this. I hope I have enough of this ribbon. All right, let's see. Okay. If I have to stop the tutorial to drive to the Hobby Lobby, which is about a 30-minute drive, I'm going to be distraught. Anywho, okay. Do y'all like to sing? Do y'all sing while y'all make stuff? All right, to ensure that we can get a couple of loops on each side, let's do a 4-inch. Let's do a 4-incher. Let's see what that gets us. It's gonna pop right up and be all perky. Little 4-inch loops. Okay, look how cute. Now we're gonna take our 7/8. I think it's 7/8. Yeah. Our 7/8 ribbon. So that was 4 inches. So let's go ahead and do 3. So now you can just take a pipe cleaner or a zip tie or a wire or whatever you got. Whatever you got. I encourage you to use whatever you got. And pop it up like a little flower. All right. You know what? We're going to cut the U-pin just a little bit because I don't need it so long because that block of foam is not super thick. Remember, it was only like 1 inch thick, deep, whatever you want to call it. We can bend our bow. All right, so that's the first one. And then now I want to take a second one. I don't want to cut this one. All right, now take a second U-pin. Don't cut that one. And do the same thing. I think I probably should do, we are going to do dovetails, but I'm going to burn my edges just because I don't want it to fray as much. Super precious. All right, now we're going to take some of this. That's precious. I just can't stop saying that's precious. There's something wrong with me. Shove that all the way in so you can't see. Let's see. Put it right there. Make sure you cover up your mechanics. So if you're using still picks or zip ties or U-pins or whatever, you want to make sure you go the extra mile and cover it up if somebody is paying you to do so. If you have a customer that is paying you, you want to make sure that they are going to, you know, they're going to be able to refer your work. They're going to be referring you to somebody else, and you can deliver, because then that's how your business is going to grow. Even if you're just starting out as, this is a hobby more so than anything. Super precious. All right, now that we have that done, I want to get our glue strings off. That done. We're going to want to go ahead and add a tie to the top. I don't want it to be too long because the cross is already 24 inches long, right? So if you make the knot too long, all right, and here we are. Look how precious that is. I can't get over it.